What is up, everyone? This is James with Games Etc. In today's video, we will be discussing a brand new game called Production Line. Production Line is currently in the alpha stage. The cost to purchase this game at the moment is $13. However, there are plans from the developer to eventually have the game as Steam Early Access, and after it goes to Steam, it will be $15.99 if I remember correctly from the information. More information and details will be in the description below. But first, let us get started on this game. One of the things you might notice is that I do not have the volume on right at the moment. The main reason why is the game sounds... Yeah, that's the music. That's the only song that you hear in the game. And to be honest, it gets kind of old. In one way, I would like to see if they could add some additional tracks to the game. However, we will see if they do that or not. I will have some of the music on, but just for me. I don't know if you will hear it or not. In fact, I'm going to turn it down even more, just because. That's fine. Anyways, let us get started on some of the things about this game. Real quick, I wanted to do a brief introduction as far as each of the menu options. Okay, first of all, this little house is to go to the main menu. Gear is options, settings. Obviously, that thing. Forgot what it's called. Don't correct me on it. I do know the name. Just space what it is. But as you can see, that's safe. Next is for research with a microscope. Then the square is what they call slots. I will come back to that in a moment. The one that's grayed out is the car stock and sales. The individual car is the car design. Then the factory efficient statistics. And then achievements. That is on the left side. Pause this for now. Then you have the time. Then of course pause, play, normal, then fast, super fast basically. This red area, that's actually the power demand versus what is actually being used. Later on in the game, you will be able to build your own power plants in the factory, which as long as you produce more power than what you use, then this will stay in the white, otherwise it goes red. Then next to that, of course, is your bank balance. So now what I want you to do is to go under slots. Under slots you have the resource conveyor, resource importer, the regular conveyor belt, which is what those cars travel on during the manufacturing process. Then each of the sections, starting with chassis assemble, fit body, paint, fit engine, fit accessories, fit electronics, quality check, then export. Then the QA office, research office with those. Marketing department, power plant. You can then make still sheets, have a supply stockpile, or demolish. So first thing I wanted to do is start assembling. Start the chassis assemble. You can rotate by selecting the R button on your keyboard. And I want to leave a little bit of a gap, so there. Fit body. Usually what I do is I leave 2 squares, and I will explain the reason why here shortly. Okay, paint. 1, 2. Fit engine. Fit accessories. Fit electronics. Quality check. Yeah. Then the export, that one actually has to go to these wider door sections, this opening here. That's where you export from. So there. The small door looking things, those are for the resource importers. I'm not going to put anything on that certain one. In fact, I'm actually going to use this one back here. Oh, it's just a straight shot in, done. So there's that. Then I want to go ahead and add the conveyor. This is the reason why I have it spaced to chew apart. So I can come out, over, back, and in. Just that way it will provide some additional space in order to have more cars and basically make it more efficient. So now, go to this next one. Okay. I think I will go ahead and connect all the conveyor for this off camera, then bring it back once I'm done. And we are back. Okay, now I have everything set up. As you can see, all of these conveyors basically go to one side. The only exception, let me zoom in a little closer, is when you get down to the quality check. Instead of just going one way, it goes back the opposite direction, over, up, then through. Then after that, the next unusual design, if you want to refer to it by that, is between quality check and export. As it goes forward, then to the left, back towards quality check, over, then towards the export. That way it just makes everything in a way more efficient. So now let us, by the way, anytime the screen goes white like that, it's just an autosave feature that's going on. Personally, I think it would be better to have like a icon come up on the screen to show that the game is in autosave, but that's just my opinion. One of the things I would like to mention is, according to what the developer of the game has been saying, there are plans to include additional body types, body styles for this game. Right now it's just cars. He plans to add SUVs next. Then after that, probably sports cars or some other style. Just like a idea that I was thinking about. I think it would be kind of interesting if the body style could have not only this type, a sedan, but also a convertible as well. So I guess that'd be like a coupe. Just some ideas that I have about it. Nothing major, just one of those ideas like, hey, that'd be kind of interesting. So yeah. Anyways, back to the game. I'm actually going to increase the speed just so that hopefully we'll be able to get additional income because right now not making anything. In fact, I'm losing. So I'm going to increase the speed. Hopefully I will get a car sold before I go bankrupt. We shall see. If you notice, I have the supply stockpile for each one. That's because I plan to send a stockpile to those locations for each area. So what you do is you click on the supply stockpile, copy from slot. That is electronics. Let me do this real quick. So this car is the G63 270 Ti. I'm going to increase the sell premium 15% for now. If it's too much, I can always reduce. So we have a car in the sales lot area. So copy from slot. Looks like it cannot do electronics. So what? I'm actually just going to let them continue doing their own thing. So just delete that. So accessories, I can do this one. Fit accessories. It sends enough supplies for at least 2 cars. So they are getting their supplies. Then engine. That one. Paint. That's body. And then chassis. They just need axles, drive shaft, fuel tank, and undercarriage. I think that's what it is. So axles. Drive shafts. I'm just going through here and getting all this stuff together. Fuel tank. Okay. Must be overlooking it. I probably am. It's easy to do. Yep, there it is. Okay, and undercarriage. Undercarriage. Do. Not the roll cage, the undercarriage. Undercarriage. Okay. So okay. That way they get all of the supplies and I can continue to work on additional expansions if I need to. One thing I will expand on, well, right now it's doing okay. I was going to say to expand the paint, but it looks like it's doing pretty good for now. Let me check the efficiency of it. It does that for some reason. Looks like it's not very efficient at the moment. So running Yeah, it keeps fluctuating. Well, actually, it's yeah. So I should probably include. I think I'll add a research office. I do not want this down in this region down here. I think I will put this here. And of course, in the current version of this game, you also get these little tooltips or help things. I don't use them, so meh, go away. Okay, now I want to research. What was it? I want to research power production. That way I can get started on getting this number into the white. Because as long as this stays in the red, you are buying power from the power company. After you research the power plant, you start making your own electric. Then that's money that you save from having to pay the power company. So now, while this is working, of course, see the percentage on how much is already done. So let me, yeah, okay. The fit body part is holding up a lot of the traffic. So let me add an additional fit body on this side. Resource conveyor. Okay. I want to just extend it down here and in. Yes, I know there are sections that do this number. That's fine. In fact, I will do this. Conveyor. Add that down. This. Oops, I need to do that. Okay, bring this down. Yeah, that's in line. There. Then the next thing I would need to add would be an additional paint booth, or paint station, whatever you want to call it. Then just keep expanding down. So right now, let me check. Okay, yes. This section is doing what it's supposed to do. There are not any, no, there's not any backups on this side. It's just in the section where they fit the bodies. So yeah. Let me work on this a little bit behind the scenes. Then I will bring it back and show you the progress. And we are back. Real brief, I wanted to show that I did receive my first achievement. Woohoo! And we are back. I want to go ahead and add the power plant. Whoa. We made 100 cars in a single game. Woohoo! So that's done. Okay. Obviously, as you can see, I already have 6 of the power plant locations. I'm going to add, how much did it produce? 1,800. So add one. It's getting close. It's teetering between the two. As long as it stays red, then that's basically what we need to purchase from the power company. I also finally completed research on the robots. Go even more robots. And continue. So I'm going to add another power plant. So now we're still on the edge. So I'll add one more. Still not enough? Alright, one more. There. Now we are making our own power. So it is not in the red. We do not have to buy power from the power company. One thing I did forget to mention previously, if you click on the $, it comes up the financial department. In that you have each of these tabs: overview, income, expenses, imports, prices, and loans. Yes, there are loans in the game. I'm not going to take any out just yet. I want to make sure that I have, basically make sure that I actually need it first, basically on an as needed basis, not just because I want to. The prices tab shows how much each part costs. When you start off, first thing in the game, of course the costs are usually higher, then the price tends to go down. From what I remember hearing, it may be the opposite way around. I don't remember for certain. Then imports. These are all the items that have been imported within the last hour, and as well as how much has been paid out for each of these items. 24 hours. Looks like it's mostly paint. Expenses. These are the things that are basically needing to be paid out. Just in the last hour, raw materials 1,588. It's either 1,588 or 1,588,588. Not exactly sure how they break that down. In the past hour, zero has been paid out. $0. Nothing has been paid out to the capital investment. Component purchases 20,252. Rent 9065. The wages, there's four different wage categories. Production, so the ones that work on the line. Science would be the ones in the research and development department. Sales, just the ones that basically just obviously sell the cars. And then the marketing team, which we do not have set up just yet. Power purchase, nothing, because we make our own. Over the past 24 hours, we had to pay out almost $95,000 just to purchase the power. The all-time high looks like it was $398,000. Quite expensive. Debt repayments, because we do not have loans just yet. That's 0. Same with debt interest, 0. Also, under the income, since this is our only vehicle at the moment, don't autosave, then it's okay. From what I gather, obviously the red up and down would be the cost for the vehicles, and the blue, I guess, the profitability. Looks like this dip here we actually lost a lot of money. More than likely, that was during the time that we did a couple of additional expansions, and then this one was not as bad. It does appear that our income and profitability are starting to increase, which is good. Also, real quick, this $1 million, from what I gather, that's total after the sales had been made. Because if it was the amount that is in the account, like right now, then I don't understand how we could have already achieved this, considering that the account balance was like 200,000, not even close. So I will keep an eye on it. So yeah, we'll see. Other than that, it looks like everything is going somewhat as planned. There are a few of the insufficient resources, for each of the items. However, it does not appear to be as bad, right now. My future goal is to eventually have it where all of the parts that we use are made in-house. So that will be as time permits, time and finances permit. Right now, I want to upgrade. So now we have 2 robots on this line. Come down here, see there's only 1. So select and click on upgrades and buy. So we have 2 robots. Once that is done, I want to I want to expand this one to extra robots. So now 2 extra robots. This just increases the speed on that certain line. The quality check does not have any upgrades yet. I don't remember if it has any at all or not. By the way, I'm just clicking and dragging. I know that paint does have upgrades, but after you do all of the research that's necessary for it, I will upgrade fit body. That just makes it a little faster. An example on this one, the time that it takes during time when it's running is 31 minutes 40 seconds. Upgrade 28 minutes 47 seconds. Eventually that will be made more efficient, just not right at the moment. So that's 12 minutes 52 seconds, 11 minutes 42 seconds. I want these as efficient as possible, preferably without any bottlenecks or anything along those lines. But that will be a while. So yeah. Anyways, I guess I will end this video here. If you like this video, please remember to hit that like button to show your support. If you are new and have not done so already, please remember to subscribe. This has been James with Games Etc. Wishing you a wonderful rest of your day.